Chapter 3, CRJ 200 Side Panels. Side Panels. Wipers/stall protection/nose wheel steering. Location: Captain and First Officer side consoles. Brief description: controls nose wheel steering, windshield wipers, and stall protection. Stick pusher. Cross-reference/verification: visual confirmation of nose wheel movement, wiper motion, and stick pusher activation. Emergency use: maintains ground steering control, visibility in precipitation, and stall protection in critical flight conditions. Nose wheel steering. Armed: nose wheel steering activated on ground. OFF: steering off, nose wheel freecasters. Cross-reference: nose wheel response during taxi. Emergency use: provides control during ground maneuvers. Freecastoring allows manual steering if system fails. Windshield wipers. Off/park, slow, fast. Wiper speed selection. Operates at faster of captain's or first officer's selection. Cross-reference: observe wiper movement and clear windshield. Emergency use: maintain forward visibility in rain, snow, or icing conditions. Stall protection, stick pusher. On/off: arm/disable stick pusher. Both pilots must have on to enable. Cross-reference: observe stick pusher activation, stall light on glare shield. Emergency use: prevents aerodynamic stall, warns pilot, and automatically applies nose-down control. Lighting panel. Location: side console near captain and first officer seating. Brief description: controls cockpit, side panel, and floor lighting for day/night operations. Cross-reference/verification: visual confirmation of brightness changes. Emergency use: provides illumination for instrument reading and emergency egress. Display lighting: turn to adjust PFD and MFD brightness. Integral lighting: turn to adjust side panel backlighting. Flood lighting: turn to adjust floodlight intensity. Floor lighting: on OFF for cockpit floor level lighting. Display control panel. Location: side console near captain and first officer. Brief description: controls EFIS/MFD display formats, navigation source selection, and radar/terrain/traffic overlays. Cross-reference/verification: observe changes on MFD/PFD, cross-check bearing pointers, course, radar, and traffic overlays. Emergency use: allows continued navigation and situational awareness if primary display fails. Bearing pointers. Push: enable/disable bearing pointers. Single arrow equals captain/FMS source. Double arrow equals first officer NAV source. Cross-reference: check bearing pointer on EFIS/MFD. Emergency use: provides manual navigation reference if FMS fails. MFD format/range. Turn outer: select MFD format. Turn inner: select MFD range. Cross-reference: verify MFD displays correct format/range. Emergency use: adjust situational display during abnormal navigation. NAV source. Turn: select source for HSI needle, FMS, onside, cross-side. Push: enable cross-side display in HSI or NAV sector format. Emergency use: provides alternative navigation reference if primary NAV fails. Radar/terrain. Push: toggle overlay of radar, terrain, or none. Cross-reference: verify display on MFD. Emergency use: maintain awareness of weather or terrain hazards. Traffic. Push: enable TAS overlay, MFD less than or equal to 40 nanometers, or full TAS display, MFD greater than 40 nanometers. Emergency use: avoid mid-air collisions. Air Data Reference Panel. Location: side console near captain and first officer. Brief description: manages airspeed, altitude, and radar altimeter references. Cross-reference/verification: compare selected speeds and altitudes with PFD and ICA's data. Emergency use: ensures proper takeoff, climb, and landing speeds. Radar altimeter check for low visibility operations. SEL: speed ref selection. Push: switch between V1, VR, V2 when speed ref's knob set to VSBDS. Cross-reference: PFD airspeed indicators. Emergency use: confirm critical takeoff speeds. DH/MDA. Turn outer: select DH or MDA minimums. Turn inner: adjust value. Push inner: toggle display on PFD. Emergency use: provides decision height reference during approach. HPA/in. Push: switch between hectopascals and inches for altimeter. Cross-reference: verify altimeter reading. Emergency use: ensures correct altimeter units for safe flight. Speed refs reference. Turn outer/inner, select target or V speeds, adjust value. Push inner, toggle display on PFD. Emergency use: confirms takeoff and climb speeds. Radar altimeter test. Push initiates radar altimeter test. Emergency use: verify low altitude alert functionality. Baro. Turn/push, adjust/set altimeter to 29.92. Emergency use: correct altimeter for flight into standard pressure areas. Display reversionary panel. Location: side console near MFDs. Brief description: allows display reversion if PFD or MFD fails. Cross-reference/verification: check MFD and ICA's pages. Emergency use: provides backup display of PFD or ICA's if primary display fails. Display reversion. Norm: MFD normal. PFD: display PFD info on MFD. ICA's: display ICA's status on MFD. Selector valves. Location: side console near captain and first officer. Brief description: controls PTO and static source selection. Cross-reference/verification: compare airspeed, altitude, and Mach readouts between sides. Emergency use: isolate faulty PTO/static source to maintain valid air data. PTO selector valve/static selector valve. Push down, close onside system, removes onside transducer. Emergency use: maintain valid air data if transducer fails. Clocks. Location: side console near captain and first officer. Brief description: provides chronometer, local/GMT time and date. Cross-reference/verification: visual confirmation of displayed time. Emergency use: time reference for flight logging, holding patterns, or ETAs during avionics failures. Chronometer: push to start/stop/reset. Mode selector: date/LOC/GMT/set modes.